Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS Small Business and ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Empowering SMEs. Today's theme is a continuation on corporate governance. And today I want to talk to you about one of the key features that we're going to have in the corporate governance network, and that is a discussion on all things financial. It is very important that company directors, committee members of not-for-profits and charities, and indeed officers of both companies and not-for-profits and charities have an understanding of how the various financial reports are prepared. We're not going to be training you and mentoring you on how to prepare financial reports, but we most certainly are going to take you through the processes so that you will have an understanding of what goes into preparing these various types of reports, so that you can read them and understand them and ask questions about them. Because in 2018, to perform the role of a company director or a committee member of a charity or not-for-profit, I really do believe that you need to understand how to read and interpret financial information. The first document is the profit and loss account, which looks at income, sales, less the items that have been purchased to generate those sales, which are normally called cost of goods sold, gross profit, overhead expenses and net profit. We will be suggesting that you seriously review what goes on in your organisation with a view to making sure that your organisation is preparing management accounts, financial information that is being prepared specifically for the line manager responsible for a particular section of a business. I don't like everything being thrown into one profit and loss account. That's all right for the information to go to the tax office, but it doesn't help your people manage businesses. And if you're a company director or a committee member of an organisation, it's very important that information is being passed down to the line managers so that they have got some data to help them run their operations. So we're going to go through that, look at the components of a profit and loss account. And as part of that, we'll be looking at the ratio analysis, gross profit to sales ratio, labour to sales ratio, sales per full-time equivalent employee, various bits of information that on its own doesn't mean much. But when you compare it week to week or month to month, it starts being very effective in giving you a feedback that something might not be quite as good as you thought it was. We will also look at the key performance indicators, because every business segment should have identified half a dozen, maybe 10 key performance indicators, and it's very important that the manager of that team and possibly more members of that team receive that information, in some cases daily, weekly, monthly, to help them manage the business. I will show you benchmark reports so that you can get an appreciation that you're able to compare the performance of your particular business to other similar businesses that are located somewhere else in Australia. It's very lonely running businesses, and I'm sure you know that, and utilising benchmark comparisons can let you have a far better feel for where you actually are. And in some cases you might be inclined to see if your company or your organisation could organise a group, a network of other like-minded businesses in the same industry around Australia to have your own internal benchmarks prepared. The next key document that we will go through in this process is the balance sheet. The balance sheet is an important document that accountants prepare, but unfortunately for many people, including company directors, it's a bit of a mystery document. I'm going to try to demystify the balance sheets in giving you examples and in sending notes to you if you're participating in our series of webinars for corporate governance so that you will get a better understanding of the balance sheet and what it's conveying. And in particular, how banks utilise balance sheets, because it's very important. Most businesses are borrowing money from banks. We will look at a source and application of funds document, which really explains where did the money come from and where's it all gone. Over the years, I've had many clients say, well, you're telling me I made a $200,000 profit. That's what this thing called a profit and loss account is showing. But where's the money? I haven't got $200,000. We will explain what happens within the financial accounts, and that document is called a source and application of funds. The next phase of the All Things Financial journey will be to look at budgets, for you to get an appreciation of how budgets are prepared and how important they are for businesses to be preparing budgets and utilising them in their day-to-day operations. To compare what the budget said to what your actual trading for the previous month was is very important. Cash flow forecasts virtually go hand in hand with budgets, and we will be taking you through the process of the preparation of a cash flow forecast. By undertaking this review of all things financial, I really believe that the people who, and I hope you're going to be one of them, who participates in this series of webinars with us, 6 90-minute webinars over the year, will gain a greater appreciation and a greater understanding, a greater familiarity with financial information. It's not something that anyone who holds these important positions should be scared of or wary of. We're going to try to break down some of the myths so that you will have a far better understanding. Our first webinar workshop is on Wednesday the 9th of May at 12 noon. I look forward to you joining us. For more information, please go to our website www.esssmallbusiness.com.au and click on the Corporate Governance Network, and you can read all about it, and then I hope you click the subscribe now button. Have a great day. Goodbye.